Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kazuo Hirai.
Well, welcome to the Sony press event here at CES 2017. And thank you for being here or watching via live stream. Now, we also invite you to participate in real time in our post-show Q&A at #SonyCES. Now, as is the case every year in early January, as we all gather here in Las Vegas, I take real personal pride for me to be able to show you the newest and most exciting Sony products, many of which actually I've had the pleasure of being personally involved in the product development process. And we also get a chance to reveal a few prototypes and emerging technologies that we have also been working on as well. So to start, I'd like to share a great example of one of our new technologies. At the front of our booth here at CES is our new display technology, the Crystal LED integrated structure, which incorporates ultra-fine LEDs as its light source. As you move around it, you will notice that it has an extremely wide viewing angle with very little color and brightness shift. And unlike other large format displays, it is virtually impossible to see the pixels or the scenes, even if you're standing right next to it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, don't take my word for it. You need to absolutely experience it to believe it. The Crystal LED display here within the Sony booth is 32 feet by 9 feet, featuring an 8K times 2K image. But thanks to the scalable tile structure, the size of the canvas is actually only limited by your imagination. So I hope you will take a look at the Crystal LED display later. I can assure you it will wow all of you. Now, by now, you probably know about a message that I consistently talk about, and that is, whenever you see, touch, or interact with our products, we want to stimulate an emotional response. An emotional response, and that is what we call Kazuo. Kazuo just doesn't happen in some abstract space in the cloud. It happens when we create objects of desire. Now, as you know, some telecommunications companies have described the sweet spot in the customer delivery as happening at the last 1 mile. Now, my take on that for Sony is a little bit more ambitious because we want to connect with you at the last 1 inch. This is really up close and very personal. This is where you feel a deep attachment, connection, and of course, pride of ownership. Now, not too long ago, there were some questions about Sony's viability in a rapidly changing marketplace. Could Sony actually remain relevant? Now, however, today we are on a path to sustainable growth. And Sony's innovation has flourished, resulting in positive outcomes in our business and, of course, for you as well. And also, I want to take a moment to acknowledge Mike Fasullo and Sony North America for their incredible efforts in this pursuit. So Mike, please stand up and be recognized. Okay, Mike, you can sit down now. You don't have to join me on stage either because I don't want you to steal the spotlight. It's about me tonight. But I have to say, I'm really grateful to you, Mike, and for your team for a remarkably well done job here in North America. So, let's get started. Now, I'd like to begin today by highlighting an innovation that we are extremely excited about at Sony. It is establishing new trends in both image display and also in content creation, influencing both technology as well as entertainment. So let's talk about high dynamic range, or HDR. Now, HDR is a remarkable advancement in display technology, making possible images that contain up to 100 times wider dynamic range compared to the current TV broadcast standards. This means you will experience a greater spectrum of both brightness as well as clarity. And for years, Sony's best production cameras have been able to capture HDR. But now, distribution and display technologies are catching up, bringing you a further improved and exciting viewing experience. Now, as you know, Sony has introduced critically acclaimed 4K HDR Bravia TVs, most notably our flagship model, the Z90 series that was launched last fall. And for the professional field, we have an extensive range of broadcast and cinema cameras that capture a wider range of brightness in studios, on sports fields, and of course on movie sets. And at Sony Pictures, more movies and TV shows are being shot and finished in high dynamic range. And last September, Sony Interactive Entertainment released an updated firmware for all PlayStation 4 consoles, back to the very first console that was sold in 2013, that makes them compatible with HDR. So now you can enjoy gaming with exceptionally lifelike HDR picture quality on HDR supported software titles. And I think you'll agree that Sony is the leader in the advancement of HDR in creation, delivery, and display. And I have to say, this is a truly one Sony initiative. So today, let's take a look at our latest HDR plates and introduce our new Bravia television lineup. Now, Bravia is synonymous with quality. And we offer you superior product design and, of course, state-of-the-art technology. For example, our superb image processing algorithms are condensed into an exquisite processor, the X1 Extreme, to go beyond display device and making Bravia's picture quality the absolute best that it can be. And today, I have two new additions to our Bravia lines that bring the experience of 4K HDR processor X1 Extreme to a broader audience. This is the first new Bravia that will feature a slim, stylish design with extraordinary brightness. And harnessing our slim backlight drive plus, the display boasts spectacular brightness and contrast using an intelligent backlight driving technology. And the result is a stunning and vivid picture satisfying the most discriminating viewers who are seeking optimized picture quality. And we are proud to introduce this series as one of our best LED TVs under our flagship Z90. But wait, we have more. Of course.